Was?
4.
7, okay.
Yeah, you ain't going first.
Roll the Black Bear's initiative.
I swear, I'm going to get one shot by this fucking bear.
The bear comes at you... Oh, actually, here. I need to roll this, sorry. You're in luck. The bear walks towards you with curiosity. You can see some of the other bears also approaching if you took the time to glance around. The members in the audience, if you took the time to glance around. Some bears are just curious. Some bears couldn't give a shit about their contestant. And some of them went straight up to try and just kill the motherfucker right then and there. Lamb, yours is one of the ones that is curious.
So
it approaches you.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
slowly.
So I'm not gonna... I'll wait for my turn here.
It's your turn. That's its turn as it's walking to you.
So I'm not going to be moving. I'm just going to stand at my full height and kind of like try to appear as broad as I can and just stick out a hand.
So you're going to try to intimidate it or
no.
Pacify it?
I'm just trying to pacify it before like we actually try to fight.
Why the hell would you intimidate a fucking bear?
If you try to pacify, if you rolled high enough, if you try to pacify it, please roll a handle animal.
This isn't gonna go well, guys. Please tell me that was a nat 20.
19. Pretty damn close.
Oh, thank Christ.
Damn.
That's all these guys. 19. It's 19.
Yeah, it's just 19. I don't get any bonuses to handle animal.
Give me a minute.
Tate, I don't have the stick. It's in a locker.
He wasn't allowed to bring it.
Throw the quarters.
So you got a 19, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a straight roll or is that...
That is a straight roll, no bonuses.
Straight roll, no bonuses. 19.
He has no bonuses, Marcus.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because handle animal you have to be trained in, and I don't have any points in it.
Seriously, no,
Right.
I'm trained in handle animal.
Yeah, everyone here but me is.
You stick out your hand.
Much.
I had to see the DCs for a minute. You stick out your hand, and it walks up to it and smells it. It is not attacking you, and it's just showing absolute curiosity. It is not giving off a sign of aggression.
My go?
Yep.
So I'm just going to I'm just going to sit and let it sniff me out and see what happens.
All right, so you try to handle it again, so roll one more time.
I swear to God, this one's going to go bad, isn't it?
13.
Okay. And the bear slaps you in the face!
So you sit down, and you allow it to just...
Well, I'm still just standing up, but...
Bear?
All right, so you're standing there, just allowing it to explore, and it just sits down in front of you, and seems as if it's bored. Do you take the time to look around?
Around my stall or around all the stalls?
Yes. Just looking in general is what I mean.
Sure. I don't see why not.
You see one of the bears is pulling at a man's arm. You see another guy on top of a bear and kind of like slitting its throat or trying to. As you can see, most people are not being passive with it, and some of them who might have been potentially could have failed, and they are being killed by said bear.
So yeah, I'm just gonna fucking chill with the fucking bear.
Alright, so the bear's just sitting in front of you doing nothing. Do you just keep standing there doing nothing, or what do you do?
I'll sit and just wait.
Do you try to pet the bear?
It's a trap!
Not right now.
Okay. So you
I don't
sit
think my
down.
guy's that comfortable with the damn bear.
Alright, so you just sit down and keep staring at it?
Yep.
But
Alright.
Lamb, you can make a bear woman.
I'm trying to make it very clear that I am not a threat to this bear.
So turn goes round. The bear's still just there. It puts its face right in front of yours, kind of smelling your face. What do you do on your turn?
I'm just gonna wait for it to finish.
So you do nothing?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
waiting for this bear to run its course.
Roll me a concentration this time, then.
24? Ma'am, you said your bonus is 6, right?
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, 24.
And a handle animal.
Because fuck the sorcerer.
16.
Fuck me. It smells you, it licks your face, and it just kind of lays its head down as if it's preparing to take a nap.
Alright. Cool.
Lamb wins!
What the fuck? This wasn't supposed to happen.
See, I lean over to my group. See, I know he could do it. I trusted him.
So, do you continue to do nothing, or do you do anything to said bear?
No, I'll just sit and chill with the bear.
All right. As time
I
ends,
don't blame you.
as time ends, you see that you and one other contestant are the only two people left. The other guy is covered in blood and scratches and has clearly killed his bear, whereas you have pacified it. The
Kind of.
bears and bear bodies disappear, and people come out and pick up the other people, whom are all dead. As you can assume, they're probably going to go be revived by Bitch Lady.
What was her name again, Marcus?
Xena?
Xena.
Or- Sorry,
Warrior Princess.
Xenoa. Xenoa.
It is Zenoa.
Yeah,
That's
you guys
too-
kept saying
that's too,
Xena, Warrior Princess, and now that's in my head instead of Zenoa.
But I like I think she should be Xena. I think I like
It's
that
to
better.
avoid copyright.
Yeah, can't have copyright here. Anyway, so somehow you pacified the bear, and you guys are walked off stage.
It's like a fucking
As-
Sierra adventure game.
Yep.
You
Does
have
anyone do
pacified the
anything
bear.
as you are walked off of stage?
Am I walked to the party or am I just walked into the locker room?
Into the locker room.
Like, I'm just gonna start shaking and while I get my shit, but other than that, probably not.
Alright, so you were brought in. The other contestant that survived is taken to go be
Yo.
healed up. You're
What's
able
up?
to grab your shit out of your locker. And after you've gotten your stuff, the other people have walked out of a room, clearly distraught. One guy, you're pretty sure his throat got more or less chomped out. So and keep in mind, they might have healed and brought them back, but they still have the memory of the pain and the
Yeah.
feeling. So they're physically healed, maybe not mentally.
Except Jared, because Jared just kind of exploded.
Well, he's a beat boop, technically. But
He also didn't die.
anyway, so, and you were told, as you all head out, you were told to stay in the stadium instead of going up and meeting with your friends. And once the others have gone and taken their seats up above, the white-haired man stands up and announces that, Perthros, right?
Yes, Perthros.
Perthros has won, and you are handed the Golden Heart Egg Trophy.
Oh, I forgot to feed the consumer drink.
I kind of want to do something. Can I roll to faint?
Do you want to faint?
I think after that, I probably would.
If you think your guy would, go for it. Roll a fort save.
God damn it. Brain, why do you have to tell me to do these things?
1.
Yeah, you absolutely think you're getting it. You kind of look at your team and like, I did it! Bam! Right on your face.
It's like fucking anime or something.
So, after you pass out for a second, you come to, face in the dirt, and are ushered to go sit with your friends.
Once we get there, I'm just going to point at Tate and Calvin and just say, I hate you right now.
Hey.
Your character just developed a phobia of bears. Not for real, maybe. We'll find out.
What did I
Maybe.
do?
You signed my fucking name.
You
Hey,
won, didn't you?
did perfectly fine.
I'm just
Perfectly
sitting on
fine.
the other side of the fucking bleachers from them. As far as I can.
Okay. Well, at this then, you see the glass completely dissolve and shatter and the field be cleaned.
How the fuck did that work?
Just in time for
Rolls.
2 bardic bands to come out and have another bard off. The point behind this bard off, who knows, it's just simply to have them play music. But this time,
To
it's
make them
the 2
feel
contestants.
important.
Right. This
And
time, it's the 2 contestants or teams from last time together against an individual with bagpipes. If you
Wait,
had to
Marcus.
guess, this is the quote-unquote bardic boss battle. Because they're
Bagpipes
defeating
win.
bad music, or whatever you want to refer
But,
to it as.
Wait, Marcus,
No, bagpipes away.
What?
Marcus, come on.
is instead of Cage and JB, since we have to avoid copyright and Tenacious D, is their name Jage and KB?
No, I gave them
With
absolutely
Tenacious
no
T?
names because they're not really important.
They're important to me.
Okay, they can be named whatever you want to name them.
Jage and KB of Tenacious T.
Fantastic. That's what your character believes their name is, but no one else thinks that.
The Rock.
Because
told me.
The Rock told you that's their name. Well, The Rock will tell you that later when you ask it if it heard the music.
Oh, this fucking Rock's getting a name, by the way.
God damn it.
It might already have a name. You can name it whatever you want, but that doesn't mean it's gonna say that's its name. Anyway.
Just don't name it Dwayne.
His name was Little D.
As
Little Dwayne.
as the music wraps up and they are heading off stage.
Wait, they're rapping?
No. As they're done and they're heading off stage and whatnot, tables are being brought out along with some chairs. At this point, it is announced from the guards for the individuals partaking in the drinking contest to head on down into the waiting room.
By the way, Marcus, may I just say the fucking rolls I did for Lamb?
I
The
know,
feint was
I know.
perfect, too.
Right.
I did it!
It's like me falling on my face when I came rushing in to the kill.
So, do you head on down then, Kel?
Yes.
I head
Alright,
down too.
so
Apparently.
you head on down, and once everything's all said and done, the white-haired man stands up and goes, "Wasn't that fantastic music? Well, time for our final pre-gauntlet tournament. The last one of the day and the last one before the gauntlet itself. Which is, as always, drinking!" This is the only time his voice has ever sounded a little excited to an extent, and it seems forced, like he doesn't really give a fuck about it, but he's supposed to sound excited about drinking.
He wasn't excited about bears.
No, if you had to guess, there was a sadistic enjoyment out of saying that you were going to face off against bears. This is a
Bears.
forced excitement.
Yeah.
And he goes, "The prize shall be the golden overflowing mug." This is literally a mug of gold with what looks like gold beer flowing over it. Imagine that.
So perfect for the
So
war.
Cal
Got it.
really wants to win.
Yeah. Well, it's not a mug you can drink out of. It's a kind of a mantelpiece. That's what they've all been. All contestants shall drink at the same time.
I could always turn it
The
into an actual
most
mug.
drunks... What?
I could always turn it into an actual mug.
You could. The most drinks drank without throwing up in a 15-minute time span wins. The drink shall be a simple ale and drink in a simple glass mug. If the contestants would please come out and take their seats. You're ushered out to sit down. Upon sitting down, a single mug is placed in front of you. There are servers waiting to give another mug to each individual person. Members of notice to you, other than random contestants, would be what appears to be dwarven fighter, a half-orc, you'd imagine bard, because he just played in that music, and a human monk, female.
I thought monks were
That's
supposed
who
to
we
have
see.
vices.
You can still drink
Yeah, but
alcohol
she
and
can
not
take it,
be
and
a
she's
vice.
I drink alcohol, and it's not a vice.
I'm also making a joke.
Fair enough. So,
Okay.
on the count of 3, begin your
I'm just
drinking.
bad at it because I think my voice sounds different.
Give me a minute.
Sounds different or is different?
Sounds different when I try to make jokes.
Yeah, by the way, Marcus,
It
how
sounds-
do I actually want to do this? Maybe just continuously roll fort fucking saves or something?
Yep, I'm going to tell you to roll a fort save while I'm rolling fort saves as well. And I have a counter for it. I'm just getting the counter to the number I need.
Okay. Can you
Is
actually
it the
fucking...
same as my DC counter?
Can you actually set numbers? on
Actually,
this?
you
can't.
had a slightly smaller... Lamb had a slightly smaller counter, but I had a counter for every technical tick that was needed for pacifying. You made them all.
Yeah. Good job, Lamb.
Just fucking rolls.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry. I literally DC'd for that.
Again? Okay.
Yes.
Well, you're up to 10 on your counter for DC counter.
Yeah. All I heard was something pacified. And
If he hits 15, does he get a prize?
No.
No. So,
another disconnection.
yeah.
That's about right.
Begin. Go ahead and roll a fort save for me.
Ooh. 6.
6. All right. You make it. Let me roll them.
At least you rolled low on your first drink.
Yeah.
The 3, and I'm only going to talk about the 3 important characters. They also all made it.
Wait, how many people are participating in this event?
Well, from the number
More
of
than-
tables,
more
it
than
sounded
the
like
ones
about
I-
30.
Yeah, more than I mentioned. It's just I really only mentioned the characters of interest.
Okay,
So, just so you know, if your characters decide to actually make your guild we'll call it public guild, and recruit people, these are people that would be noteworthy to recruit, that I actually have statted for you. That's why they're noteworthy, whereas the rest of them are just random NPC that, whoever. It's
Can I
a
go
red
recruit
shirt
characters that I've
dies.
made?
Huh?
Can I go recruit characters that I've made?
Potentially, but I'd have to look at them.
That's fine. That's fair.
Anyway, so go ahead and roll again.
Finally, a use for all of my spare characters.
15.
You made it, and the female human monk failed.
Oh, I am
Suck a
disappointed.
She got a little
Damn.
sick from it. She rolled a 4.
Sounds like me.
Well, I guess she's never drank before in her life, being a monk of, yeah.
Would any of
Whatever.
us well, doesn't necessarily wear religious symbols. Never mind.
What were you going to say, Len?
Sorry, just writing something down. All right, so go ahead and roll again.
I was going to say, do any of us recognize
God
any,
damn.
like, religious symbols on it?
6.
I'd probably be the only one
Oh.
that would, but not really interested.
Religious symbols on that monk, you said?
Yeah, but then I figured they probably
I-
aren't wearing any. Not
She
a paladin.
probably isn't wearing any. If you got close enough to her to see a talisman she might have been wearing, you might have recognized it from one of the different monk-like monasteries, but...
It's unlikely with
No.
my guy.
Well, you did not make it. You feel very noxious.
Noxious.
And, upset. And, throw up a little bit. And so does the other male dwarf fighter. Oddly
Irie!
enough, the male half-orc bard chugs it down with ease.
Wait, did you say male half-orc bard?
Yes.
I
He picks
curse
up
him
the
in
next-
orcish.
Don't question it, Cal.
He picks up the next glass and just chugs this one again with ease.
And I curse him in orc.
He looks at you as he chugs down the last one, laughs, stands up considering it's the last ale he technically needed to drink at the end of the 15-minute while the rest of you are all kind of like, stands up, and that's when it hits him, and he vomits on the ground as well. But he did last the longest, which means he wins. But he does not get the moral
Damn.
victory he thought he was going to get.
I laugh at him. Something like
What
that.
kind of people are on my team?
I'm the only nice person here.
Well, Noah's been pretty good to my guy. I'm not gonna lie.
I've
Jared,
been good to your
Jared also
guy.
hasn't been a
If
douchebag.
anything,
I
your
haven't done
guy
shit to your
is
guy,
used
Drew.
to my shenanigans.
At this
Both
point,
of you got me signed into a contest that I didn't want to join.
That you won promptly.
That doesn't mean anything. God, I got so lucky with those rolls.
I know,
I'm
goddamn.
better my rolls with the fucking drinking.
Ugh.
We
Exactly.
need to pitch in and get Perthros a pet bear.
No,
I'll call
then
him-
he'll turn it into a bear girl.
I'll call them Jingles.
so at that then, the contestants are taken to the waiting room, given some water and some whatever so they can flush their system out a little bit, so they might still be drunk, but they're not going to be vomiting
How about
everywhere.
coffee?
They give you coffee beans and steamed water with it in it. I mean,
That
it's
works.
technically coffee.
I'm drinking coffee right now, by the way.
It's just not good
That's why I
coffee.
asked.
Okay. And you are, once you've been given your drinks and everyone's gotten their drink and obviously not going to vomit on themselves, told to go ahead and head on out. The Orc Bard is handed his trophy and he cheers to his team. And some of you might be sitting there with your character sitting there going, but it still doesn't make sense. It's an orc or half-orc bard. But, you know, that's how the world works, yo.
Considering we've seen a
Nevertheless-
Warforged, would a half-orc
Oh,
bard
God.
really be that odd at this point?
Imagine if
Nope.
fucking Jared was in the competition. It just would have been auto win, but he probably would have been fucking.
Nope. I have I already have that statted for it as well, because that's actually what the other group did. Was they had their Warforged partake, and I said
Okay.
now you must make perform checks for people to not think your character's a Warforged.
That's true. That's fair.
True, but now everybody knows he is.
No, only your
Now
team
we don't-
does.
Okay.
Everyone else just thinks he's some guy stuck inside of magical armor.
Cursed magical armor.
Right. So, at this then, the competition for today has ended, and you may all exit and head on out and do your stuff until tomorrow for the grand gauntlet, which is a team effort.
Good night, SBL.
By the way, Marcus, why the hell would you make a half-orc bard a person of interest?
Because I thought it would be an interesting character concept, and he
Don't
was.
they lose charisma?
Because, yeah, not only that, but also dwarf and orcs not exactly getting along.
Well, you're in the main,
In-
quote unquote, main city.
Who cares?
In
Where they
this
kinda have
world,
their-
half-orcs and dwarfs do get along. Because half-orcs do not get along with the orcs. So it's kind of like a friend of my friend, or a friend of my enemy is my friend type of deal, but that's been going on for a good
No.
number of years.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend, not a friend of my enemy.
Or, sorry, yeah,
And
an
pure
enemy of my
bloodlines and
enemy
all.
is my friend.
A friend
And since
of
that was
my
going on
enemy
for a
is my
while,
friend.
the half-orcs in this world are friends with the dwarves. They're kind of like they're bouncers in this world, in this setting, for the big dwarven city.
The enemy of my friend is my friend.
Right.
Wait.
I didn't even think of it. I mean, you know, depending on your character, that could be true.
Right? But,
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, so yeah, just Just keep that in mind. Orcs, dwarves wouldn't like. Half orcs, dwarves do like, but they like in the sense of there are tall, muscle-bound guys that we can convince to do stuff because they're not very smart, so
Well,
we like them.
Whatever. I still get a +1 versus orcs and goblinoids, so I'm fine with that.
Oh, you do. And I mean, technically, being that they are always around you, it still works with it because your guys would know their weaknesses because they're around you guys. Nevertheless, though, so the tournament's done. Day 3 is done. Fans are exiting the Coliseum. And it's now you and all the other teams are able to head out. Do you guys head out?
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll
head out where? Of the Coliseum in general?
Yeah, just out of the Coliseum and doing stuff. You heard different contestants and some of the fans talking about having another drinking contest. But by contest, I'm talking it's just a party.
So oh wait, did I DC again, or is just no one talking?
You're still here.
Oh, cool.
You're still here.
Yeah, it was just.
I'm always worried when
ungodly
everyone
timing.
just kind of stops talking.
I was thinking.
My guy's fucking tired as shit, and so he's probably just gonna head straight to bed.
I want a will check from you, Lamb.
Okay.
It's the steak.
20 plus whatever the hell the will
2.
was. Why couldn't I get that on the fucking form
Alright.
save?
And make one more for me.
Just make them until you fail.
9 in total.
9?
So
okay.
11.
No, 9 in total.
No, it's a 7, so then
okay.
you get a 9. And then make a intelligence check. Just straight intel. I mean, it could be knowledge, but there's no real knowledge.
What is your bonus, Slam?
Shit.
3.
So 5.
Yeah.
How tired would... no, your character would be very tired thanks to what you said. So you wouldn't be thinking excessively well right now. As you guys exit, Lamb's character just heads off right away to take a room at the hall. We'll go back to anyone not going with Lamb. Does anyone go back with Lamb to not partake in any kind of activities like role play or job or whatever?
Job.
Does anyone go back with them?
I will be heading back as well.
I go for job.
Okay.
I'm going to go for a job as well.
Mithril Masterwork armor does not pay for itself. Sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the camp with Lamb.
Okay,
camp.
it's not really a camp, but okay. Jared, what about you?
I'll
I can't
check
think well.
out
I have a
the
kid
party.
sitting on my head.
Okay, so while Jared, Demois, and Kelb head off to go do whatever they wish to do, or happens to pop up, and Lamb, Noah, and Tate head on back to the guild hall, you start heading down the street and getting to the guild hall. And outside of it, Lamb, you get the feeling of pulling out that stick just in the middle of the public. Just out in the middle of the street.
Alright, my guy wouldn't see a problem with this right now if he's just pulling it out.
As you take it out, you also get the feeling of waving it.
In any particular direction?
That's up to you.
Whoa,
God,
whoa,
did you?
whoa.
Are you instead of rolling percentage die to actually cast a random spell? Are you going to have the movement actually be the spell itself?
No.
No, because that'd be.
I've got the thing right here.
So I'm not gonna wave it at any people, but I don't think he would have a problem waving it in general, so long as it's not like faced at a person.
Do Foxcane count as people?
That's more of a question of semantics.
What really defines semantics?
Yes.
So, you are waiving it.
I have it. I just I know what I'm looking for. I just have to find it. I pulled out the wrong sheet apparently.
Okay, so I was trying to give you some
That's
extra
never a
time by
good thing.
saying, Lamb, so you are indeed waiving it.
Not at people.
Lamb, so you are indeed waving it, but not at people.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to roll a D10,000 now?
Marcus, did you find
No.
it yet?
No.
Damn it, Marcus.
I don't know, waving. That D10,000 one would be fucking hilarious.
We would have to go online just to get a fucking random number generator for that, by the way. I don't even know how to fucking combine dice to make that work.
Make them different colors.
No, I mean, like, what and how many of each do you have to roll to equate to rolling a 1d1000 or 10,000? Sorry.
No,
But,
this is something different
4.
than that 1D1000 thing. So, no, the issue with rolling anything that's multiple dice is you wouldn't get the lower numbers. So if you rolled 4 of a dice for a 1D1000, you shouldn't count anything lower than 4 then.
Well, you
Because
could,
you'll
just do
never
No.
reach
D10s
lower
for
than
each
4.
digit.
That's one for each place.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway, so I want you to roll a d20 as you wave it. Are you waving it up in the air or in a direction or at the ground?
Not at
or-
people. Did you mishear him earlier, Marcus?
He said not at people, but like which direction?
I don't know. Is there a wall nearby?
Why'd you go with
Yeah,
the
you're in the
obvious answer of
city. There's a bunch of walls.
So I might like point it. I would point it at the closest wall. Preferably
Okay.
not made of wood, or war.
That's
that
all.
would be bad.
That's most of them are wood and stone.
Yeah,
There's
I
a like
would look at one with
drywall.
stone.
So he's rolling a d20 then?
Yeah. Would you want to point it at like the city wall? You're relatively close to it.
I don't recommend that, Lamb. Just out of character.
Yeah,
I'll point it at 8.
You point it at Tate?
No. I'll
Okay.
probably not the city wall, but a stone wall.
So
Like
a building.
Oh, it's someone's garden wall.
See, at someone's garden wall.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Okay.
imagine it being a low stone wall.
Or
Well,
a bird.
when you said that, I was thinking of like someone's house.
God! Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna make someone homeless.
Well,
Could.
oh, you could.
My character wouldn't know, but
So you point it at someone's like little stone garden wall type of deal.
yeah.
The thing that's hard to make in a city, so you're kind of doing a lot of detriment. Damn. All right, well,
Potentially.
roll a d20.
It's fine, he knows a dwarf. 10?
10. All right.
I know a dwarf, and I have maybe.
All right. Roll
Something
me a
useful.
d100. So 2 percentiles.
Do we even have fucking percentiles in goddamn
No, we
D10s?
don't. So here, let me grab 2 d10s.
No, there are 2 D10s.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
blue
You
one
have
and the
your
red
colored
one.
You have the different colored one. So the different colored one should count as your percentile, so your 10 place, and then the red one should count as your 1 place.
And I got 100.
No, you got a 6.
Did you say the blue was the 10s, please?
Yes.
So 16.
Yeah, that's a 16.
Is that a 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
I'm sorry. I thought that was 2 zeros.
No.
Or a 0.
Well, it is a 0, but it's counted as 10. The D10, or whatever the fuck dice go to.
No,
Well,
the,
yeah, yeah.
The
No,
0 is
that
either counted
counts
as a 0
then.
or a
Yeah.
100.
On a D10, it's the 0 counts as 0, and then it goes like the 10 counts as a 10.
There is no 10.
But
on
since
this,
we
though.
don't
It goes
have a
0 to
doubles-
9.
I
Yeah.
know. There's
The
a 1
0
on this.
The 0 counts for 1 through 9 and 100.
Yeah. Basically, it's 0 counts as 0 unless you roll 2 zeros, in which case it counts as a 10 to be 100. Otherwise, at all other times, it's a 0. Normally, it's a double
Percentiles are
0,
weird.
but yeah.
That's why
In
you
the
just
end,
want to
it's
get a straight
6,
D100.
and,
This is why I use a random number generator.
so...
Is anyone gonna try and stop me from fucking waving this thing, by the way?
Nope.
We're nowhere near you.
The two of you are.
Which,
They don't know what you're doing. All you see is he pulls out his gift and he just waves it at a wall, at a low stone wall.
As far as my character knows, your stick's just hungry.
This is true. This is true.
I'm headed in a different direction, so.
All right, so Noah and Tate do not stop you, Lamb. That is the answer.
That's fine.
And as you wave it, suddenly a burst of magic comes out of it. If you have a piece of paper, feel free to write down. Just write down. Let me know when you have a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah, just a sec.
Alternatively, phone works.
Ugh.
Alternatively,
This is true, but I'm
notepad.
lazy.
That too.
That's true,
Actually,
but my
I'll-
computer would probably explode.
I'll tell you this later, what to write down, because it's kind of like a fill in the blank sheet to an extent for you. But for
Marcus.
now, you wave it, and the wooden, I don't know what you would call it, like garden piece that's in the garden, like someone handcrafted with a chisel.
And spent 1,000 gold on it, making it all intricate and whatnot.
Sculpture, that's what it is, yeah. It clearly is nice. Either someone took quite some time to build it, or he spent a lot of money. Crumbles. It just turns into splinters and just falls apart.
How did that happen? He was aiming at a wall.
Yep. And then
I
Lamb, if you
also
care to
rolled a
write
1.
down for filling in the blank later, put down... oh wait, I'm sorry. That's a 1. That's not a 6. This is even better.
Oh, shit.
What? I misread it. Sorry. The one I said was the nearest wooden structure crumbles. Sorry. There's a flash of light. Noah? Tate? Lamb's character is no longer standing in front of you.
Oh, shit.
But instead, imagine what Lamb's character looks like as a female is standing in front of you.
Oh, come on!
Lamb, write down that a 2 through 10. And there is technically 3 2 through 10s, but for the normal strength of this wand, 2 through 10 equals wielder becomes opposite sex.
Is it a limited time thing, or is it permanent?
It is, but I won't tell you how long.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to know.
So yeah, there's now a female standing in front of the two of you. At this moment, Tate, your charm goes off
You son of a
on
bitch.
Lamb.
Wow. Thank you, Marcus, for the
Lamb, you are currently the opposite gender. Because of this, you are going to suffer a -10 to all rolls right now.
Wow. Really? Come on.
Yep, because you
Why
are
am I
so
being
distraught at
punished?
having a new body.
Why am I being punished?
Also,
He doesn't have any more charms on me.
Also, Lamb, write down that you have a inkling of wanting to use this wand every day, and it is a willpower to fight back the inkling. Keep in mind, this willpower gets
You know,
stronger
every time
over
you say
time
inkling, I
until
can
you
only-
use it.
Every time you
So
say
it's
inkling,
almost
I can
beneficial
only
to
think
just
of
use it in the morning to not be forced to use it when you fail a save.
Sure.
Nevertheless, welcome to the Rod of Wonder. It's like the Wand of Wonder, except it's all me stuff. And some of it
Welcome
is
to
like
the
this.
Wabjack.
I'm an asshole.
In other
No,
words,
it's-
welcome to the Wabajack.
Sure. Anyway, so, Lamb. Roll me a willpower.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail because I think DC on this thing is 15.
It is, I think.
So it's literally
So,
impossible for me to
2?
make this.
Yep.
Overall,
Yeah.
2.
No, Lamb, you are once again entranced to Tate's character, and Tate, you are once again entranced to Lamb's character, whom is now a female.
Roll to pass out! Roll to pass out!
Noah! You see Lamb's character suddenly magically convert into a female before your eyes, and Tate's character just sultrily walk over and say whatever Tate's about to say to Lamb's character. The floor is yours, Tate.
Well then, I was gonna ask how a beautiful, beautiful lady appeared in front of me, but I don't think I need to ask that anymore.
God
Because
damn it,
one
Noah.
does not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Motherfucker.
Okay, Noah.
Can I roll to pass out? Out of exhaustion and shock.
No.
I hate you.
On that note, I'll be right back with the mic.
Oh, but we can try. Oh, we can try.
I hate all of you so much. I finally do something worthwhile, and I'm being punished. I have no
no,
idea
no,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
just
no.
happened, by the way.
You are not being punished.
That was out of character, Tate.
I know.
You are not being punished yet.
Grabs the whip. Are you okay over the voice?
Demois, did you break?
Just a little bit.
I need to put on the perfect song for this.
Dude looks like a lady.
You know what's crazy about this? You still have the fucking Adonis form. How are you just a lady?
I do still have 20 charisma.
Sorry, I'm just picturing Tate taking a whip to Lamb and it broke me. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
I'm talking like in real life, by the way.
I
Okay.
understand, yeah.
I'm talking about real life game.
I just look at myself and like, I'm not bad as a woman.
Takes two to make a baby? Wait, what?
Anyway, so while you three decide how to go from here, I'm gonna swap over to one of the other characters. Jared, since you were going to the party, you'll probably be last because the party's gonna go for a little while, and one of the other characters might wish to join you there. Calb left, so Demois.
Yeah.
What did you decide that your character wanted to go do?
I'm going to my character's sorry. I'm trying not to laugh right now.
It's fine.
I'm going to that church I went to look for work at the church.
The one that has your following
Yeah.
in it you're talking about? Okay. You head to that church looking for work, and I want you to roll a willpower.
Oh no.
Okay, what add to that? I'm trying to figure that.
Sorry, will. I keep calling it willpower, but it's just will.
Give me 1 second here. So, the ability modifier is what I add to it, correct?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, and then whatever your class is, inherent will save is.
So the ability modifier for will is 4. And yeah, so
All right, so then you should have 4 for your will.
okay.
Or-
So yeah,
Does your class have any will?
I don't think
Most-
so.
Most casters get will save at level 1.
Look at your character sheet and then see where it says your 6 stats. Right below that it says Fort Reflex Will.
Yeah, this was 1 second.
We're
Sorry.
totally prepared.
No, I'm prepared. I got a lot of tabs open. Okay, I've got wisdom for 4. Where you want me to look at for? Sorry.
Your will save?
Yeah, the total, the wisdom
Yeah,
will,
level
11. The total is 11.
Okay.
And the ability modifier is 4.
So, give me 1 minute then.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't understanding what you were saying. Like, what was looking for again? Sorry.
All right. You get the feeling that something wishes to communicate to you, but you are able to fight it back should you decide to. It does not feel imposing.
I guess, I don't even, what would a
Basically,
roll
you
here?
you walk into the church, and you just get the feeling of something wishes to like communicate to you, like
Okay.
mentally
I'll go
or
read with
magically.
you.
But
Okay, I will do that. I'll
Okay.
resist.
that's fine. It's just you made your will save, so it's up to your character if they would decide to or not. Because if they don't want to communicate to something through that means, then you could fight it back. But
Well, I'm close to my deity, so I would think
Right.
that I would do it.
I'm close
so,
to my
yeah.
deity.
I am not.
as you allow yourself to communicate, we're gonna say you black out, and I'm gonna give you something here, information-wise, later.
Okay.
And then you come to, and you are now outside the church.
Okay.
The thing I'm gonna give
I'm
you
guessing-
is not gonna impact anything that you do from here, so that's why I won't tell you yet.
Okay. I guess kind of distraught, I'll walk back to my room because would I feel like the effects of being blacked out? I guess is why I need to know.
No, you feel fine.
Okay, well, I guess I could go. I guess I could do Lieutenant. I don't really know how to address this. So I don't know. Give me just 1 second, Marcus.
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to think what my character would do. Like, all of a sudden, I'm in the church, then I'm outside the church, so I would probably be fairly confused, seeing that I went to look for work. I guess I would just stick around and see if there's anything I could do to help. Work-wise.
Sure, give me 1 minute.
Somebody insert Jeopardy music here, please.
It just took me a second to try to decide, like, what, like,
Go online.
because that was what to do there. Because
Is
I
that-
didn't know whether or not I'd be distraught or not.
Well, in other news, I had to use some really bad lines. If I had to, you're back really quick.
All right, Demois, your Steam just got a message.
Okay.
So that's what you were told. It's a little cryptic, but still. So you head back into the church for a job then?
Yeah.
Okay. You head in and you see a priest in there.
Hi. I was wondering if you had any work that I could possibly help out with.
Why, of course. Please, come this way. Do you follow?
Yes.
All right. You follow him. He shows you where they're, like, in the back area.
Shows you their nice garden where you see a familiar face.
Yeah, no. He takes you to a back room that clearly they use for storage. This is about the time of year where we have to swap out all of our books. If you would be so kind to go to each pew and swap out our hymns with these ones.
Gladly.
Surprised
All
the
right.
boys didn't go to AJ's bookstore to look for work.
Anyway, Tate, so while you're doing that, Demois, Kel,
Yep.
is there any specific work your character would be looking for, or just in general?
I revisit the guy I had rolled 29 craft checks for because I don't know if I ever learned his name.
I don't think he ever gave you his name.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, so you head there, and he's once again in his place, just working away.
Has he shown any signs of leaving the place? Or is he just one of those
I'll be
NPC
right back,
characters
guys.
who's permanently there indefinitely?
What was that?
Is he just one of those NPC characters that are like there in his building indefinitely, like in most games?
To an extent.
This isn't Skyrim.
I mean, technically his house is probably above the store, more than likely. Some people aren't, some people are. For him, I'm going to say it is. And so, in a sense, he doesn't say you're permanently, but it's still a busy time of the year. So basically, every day he's going to be down in his shop until it's time to close up.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, then he might head out to go get a drink or go buy some food or whatever. But your wits would tell you he's not going to leave until the festival's done because he's probably making bank on people that are like, they're fighters, I can be one too, and shows up there to buy some shit.
Fair enough.
Why? What were you thinking? Using his stuff while he was gone?
No, I was just wondering.
Okay.
You know, a typical NPC is always staying in their house 20 or place of work 24/7. You can visit them at all hours of the day. They're still in the same fucking spot.
Yeah, no, not for this one. You would say at this time he probably has about 2 to 3 hours left of time before shops would realistically start closing up.
Okay. I approach him and ask if he has any additional work after asking if he had stopped by the events at the Coliseum today.
Sure. He goes, well, of course I did. Quite the show. Didn't really hold up your drink that well, boyo.
No, I didn't.
Well, we all have bad days. I don't have too much work today. I do have a shipment that's supposed to be coming in. How about this? I'll give you 50 silver if you go to the northern city gate and escort them to my shop.
Alright. Do you want me to head out now?
Yes, please. It's going to be in a caravan with a striped blue and red cart.
Wait, is the stripe itself blue
I-
and red, or...
no.
Oh, okay.
Like it's
The stripe itself is
like
blue.
canopy, Well, like the canopy or whatever the covering of the wagon would be, it would have red and blue stripe on it.
Okay. I head out immediately to meet them at the north gate.
All right.
By the way, Marcus, which way on this map is north?
I'm
Yes.
back, by the way.
Here.
This is okay.
So that path, that giant blob that I made on the top, that would be north. So the docks are basically your south docks.
You mean the Dingle Hopper?
I mean, technically, it's not exact north and south, but it doesn't
Roughly-
really matter
roughly is all I'm
excessively,
asking
so...
for.
Right. So it'd be up here. Past AJ's fantastic bookstore. So you head on up there, you wait for a minute, and after a few minutes, you absolutely see that caravan, or more so, one wagon, and secondary uncovered wagon that you imagine is probably just some other people that travels with them. Before they get here, did you intend to like go inside of AJ's bookstore or no?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Never.
So you see the wagon coming up.
I approach the person who appears to be in charge and let them know that I was sent here to escort them.
Ah, I see. So he seems to have taken a liking to you.
I would hope so. I forged like fucking 19 things for him.
I know, right?
You escort him to the shop. Nothing happens of interest. It doesn't look like anyone tries to rob it. You're probably able to figure out that he didn't actually need you to do this, but you know, he's like, he's a good kid and I'll give him something to do.
His mind off his failed drinking habits.
Shut up, laugh. Fuck those rolls again, by the way.
Arya Tate.
Yeah, I think he's a dildomancer.
That's fantastic. So you get to the shop, and they start to unload a couple of crates. Do you help out with unloading, or no?
I ask if they want some help with that.
Sure.
Okay, I start helping.
All right. After you help unload, we'll call him Bill. I don't know what the hell the shopkeep's name's gonna be, so Bill heads on out and
Bill's
gives
here.
them their gold, turns to you and goes, "Well, here's your 50 silver, boy."
Does he introduce that his name is Bill at this point?
Not yet, no.
I
As
don't know
the
his name, and you're doing
As the
caravan
wagon
runs
is
for
headed
him.
off, you hear them yell out, "Well, see you next time, Bill."
Oh yeah, that's the thing we forgot to do.
What's that, Lamb?
No, the name thing.
Oh.
So your character should be able to assume that this guy's name is Bill.
Okay. Is that yelled before or after I get the 50 silver?
Before.
Goddamn, Bill's such a fucking generic name.
If you have a name you'd
I don't.
prefer, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. So that's why I just gave him a generic name.
I don't have a better name.
It's funnier if his name is Bill.
Let's go with Bill.
Bill the dwarf.
Technically, could be Willie.
This is true.
Could also go with like Blarg or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Hey, I mean, he just dealt with a human. It might be Billarg, and he just is called Bill because, you know, humans are humans.
True.
Fucking racist bastards.
I thank him for the 50 silver and say, so your name is Bill, is it?
Well, it's actually Ballard, but they apparently can't say my name right, so I just told them to call me Bill. They keep
Bill
thinking
John
it's like an O, but it's obviously an A. And then an O. But